everyone, and welcome back. It is KAIST's 40th anniversary here, and we're meeting some of the, not just people who have been here before, but the people who are going to be here for the next 40 years. That's what we're celebrating right now as we look at some of the people that are in the Inspire Pavilion and some of the companies that are either starting up or at least have a long way to go when it comes to growth. They're on their way to bigger and better things, and this is why they're starting here and expanding in KAIST. For 40 years, we've seen some amazing stuff, but for the next 40 years, we're going to see where they go. And this is an area that I've always been interested in because especially as we have an aging population, brain technology, and how we use that in the future is going to be an exciting field. And so another inspiring company here right now, OBE. Thank you for joining us. OBELAB, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so this is Wanzhou, and you are an executive director at OBELAB. Can you introduce yourself quickly?
My name is Won-sang Cho. I'm a senior executive director of OBELAB, and I started working from this company in like 2015. Mm-hmm. So until then, we've been going through lots of stuff, issues and stuff.
Absolutely. So tell us, in general, what does your company do?
Our company actually makes the fNIRS product. So this fNIRS is functional near-infrared spectroscopy.
Okay.
We check the brain activations in real time, and this device is used for brain research.
Wow. Okay, so let's pull it back a second because we talked a little bit before shooting. Tell us, how did the company start, and what's kind of the background of the company before we get into the product?
Yes, our founder is actually professor at KAIST, and he actually professor his major is electrical engineering, electronics engineering, and then he developed ASICs. So he developed the customized ASICs for this type of technology and make the circuitry very small and compact. So that's why he made these devices. Actually they started to target it to for the people who are suffering from brain related diseases like strokes and dementia and that type of things. So that's why we started.
Great, and for those who don't know, if you're watching internationally, of course, KAIST is one of the top science and technology institutes in not just Korea, but in Asia as well. And you could argue the world at this point, because some of the stuff that's come out of KAIST, I used to do a lot of drone stuff, and some of the drone stuff from KAIST is amazing. Yes. But their science and technology, their medical field is incredible. So it's great to see a product coming out of there. And but tell us about the product itself. What does it do? How does it work?
Yeah, it basically works. We are using near-infrared. It is similar to fMRI. fMRI, though, it uses magnetic field, and then it checks the baseline. From the baseline, if there's any brain activities, then oxygen consumption increase in specific regions of the brain. So in our technology, we are using the near-infrared. Near-infrared light sources. Actually, we project the light towards our cortex area.
Wow,
and we check the reflected signal, and that signal has a hemodynamic responses, and then we check the changes of the oxygen consumptions, and we visualize those information to in the tablet form, and then it shows the real time visualization.
Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about the applications of this product. Where are we using it? Let's start with who is it for? Who's going to use this?
Yes, in the beginning, we have sold this unit to professors in universities.
Oh, that's smart. I like that idea.
Universities.
Yeah.
And then some psychiatry doctors.
So it's used in research a lot.
Yes, in the beginning. Right now, we are actually pivoting our solution towards the service area, for example, depression diagnosis and also dementia, monitoring and that type of things. And also, our technologies can measure, blood, flow changes. So that's why we can detect. We are actually targeting to detect orthostatic hypertension and dizziness.
Wow.
that area. So we launched our services like in 2 to 3 areas.
Well, certainly. I mean, at first I was assuming it was a lot of, targeted at an older demographic, old people. But I mean,
Yes.
when you're mentioning this, obviously there's the older population that can benefit. But if you even mention dementia or, anything, depression as well, like, that's a wide-ranging demographic
Yes.
right now that we could be talking about. So where do you see this going in the future? Like, what is the ultimate goal of the product?
So basically, that our goal is to actually contribute our society, because our society is very stressful, and there are lots of depressive people, and that's why our government is also putting lots of effort, installing the agency institutions in Korea.
Yeah.
For example, we have more than 200 dementia centers, and then mental diseases centers in the district area. And then that's why we are trying to promote our solution to that kind of institutions, and also clinics as well. So.
Well, certainly, and let's see. Let's talk about KAIST. It's 2025. It's
Yes.
the 40th year, and you are here to do what? What is your what stage of development are we talking about? Are you looking for international investors? Are you looking for international partners, or are you focusing on the domestic market? What are you doing here?
So right now, we are targeting for both international, investors or partners.
Yeah.
We are looking for, and also locally, we also try to promote our solution to the local area, like some government, people, and government officials and stuff. So that's our target.
Absolutely. And how was today's day 2? How was your experience? You're in the Inspire Pavilion.
Yes.
I heard it was busy yesterday. Was that the case?
It was really busy, and I mean more than our expectations, because I thought maybe not many people stopping by, but actually there are so many people stopped by, and then they showed our interest, their interest, and we had a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And we even sold 1 unit there.
Wow.
Anyway, it was fun.
Oh, I bet. And Korea, known for being a great community. I realize probably you're not in the startup stage anymore, but for small companies developing to large unicorn companies, or at least very successful companies internationally. So to see that kind of interest, and especially in the pavilion area, it's certainly exciting, inspiring, and hopefully maybe next year you'll be able to tell us about your advancements and everything that's happened since this year. But one thing I do want to double check with just before we move on and close up, you got another piece of paper in front of me that says Talk Brain Junior. Is this something that your company does as well?
Yes. So we actually made this,
and Talk Brain Senior as well.
Yeah, Talk Brain series. So for the senior, we are actually trying to promote our solution related to the brain health checkup.
Okay, so that makes sense. That's related to what we've been
Yeah.
talking about.
And for the junior, that means children, and then that is for the brain development assessment tool. So that is the two fields that we want to actually try to launch our solutions.
And so this one, is this just the software, or does the software pair with the
Device.
device?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Very interesting stuff. I mean, is there anything else that I missed? There's a lot going on here, and I think this the idea, the technology behind it is fascinating. Anything else you'd like to say before we close it
Yeah.
up?
So in our booth, we have some demonstration possible. So
Really?
Whoever wants to actually experience that, so just stop by our booth, and we can actually try to explain all the details.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. Before we close up, any words of congratulations we can give to KAIST for their 40th year?
Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate setting up this whole event, and we are really enjoying, and thankful for participating in this event.
Great. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely fascinating stuff coming from OBELAB. And Malik Sigers from AVing News. We'll see you around. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.